Gonna break it up. Well, we are live. Hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? Tonight's supper is going to be a lighter supper than last night. That turned out to be a good, rich, hearty meal. But boy, was it...
It was rich.
Rich and hearty. It's delicious, though, and it was eating a little bit for lunch today. It was good. This is just a loaf of French bread I got at the local Food City. And to us locals, anything within 50 miles, you have to realize that. So I'm going to make one thing that I make quite often as a snack, and also like if I have it for a dinner, if I have friends over or something, I always try to have something like this. It's what you get out of, you get this a lot of restaurants. So let's look right down here on this breadboard. So this is just little pieces of that French loaf. That's some tomatoes we're going to add to our salad.
This is just
romaine
and a little bit of Spanish.
Good times. And this is Italian salad dressing. And I'm not making regular salad dressing tonight. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I buy this Italian packet for Italian dressing. And I'll put this in a little baggie or something. And I just put a little bit out on the plate here. This is just a little plate that we use. And I'll just put a little bit there. Not much, and you use as much as you want. I'm going to crack a little bit of black pepper on here. Mama, you be careful. Just crack a little. Just a tiny bit. I like the cracked pepper on here. And I'm going to put just a few of the tricolored. You put whatever blends you want. You can just use table pepper in here if you need to. Alright. So I'll let you see that. So that's all that's on there. Just a little bit there in the center. And then I just take extra virgin olive oil and put my plate. And I'll put quite a bit of olive oil. Mama likes this sometimes. Probably about 2 tablespoons there. And then just give it a good blend. Spread it out a little. And we're going to dip our bread in this, and we're going to have a little salad with it. And this makes a wonderful little meal. And it's filling in it, Mama.
Yeah.
And we are eating bread, but that's just the way it is. So that's all you do. I have found, I've tried to mix my own seasonings before, but I have found using, and this is just the store brand. So you use this is just a salad dressing mix you buy in the packs. And I have found that using that is a better consistency for me. And that's all we need. How's the salad coming, Mama?
I about got yours fixed here.
You even breaking up the spinach.
Oh yeah, I don't like big old leaves.
That's enough for me. You need the rest of it. This is a creamy salad dressing. This is just store brand. I like creamy salad Italian dressing, and this brand is a good brand. And to be honest with you, they have some more expensive kinds that I've tried, but I always go back to this because it tastes, and it's not that much difference, but it tastes the best. This store brand right here. And I also use this for marinade. I just now opened this one. Well, I just now took the seal off. I've not even really opened it. See if I can get it open now. That will be the next question. Yep, I did. I did. It's good as ever. I love this dressing. You could just use dressing for this, but I like the olive oil and the bread. While Mama's finishing that up, let's see what y'all are saying. Love you too. Well, thank you, Luann. We love you too. And I do want to say, Angela Britt sent Mama those beautiful porcelain pieces. And she also sent a beautiful card with it.
And I was so excited about the dolls that I forgot to show the card.
Mama thought I had showed the card. And she put a beautiful note in it. Angela, thank you so much. We appreciate it. But I love that card too.
It's so pretty.
It's just a beautiful little thing. Sandy Acres, it says. This is a quick and easy supper tonight, and it's going to be a light supper for us anyway. Meaning there's no heavy creams or anything like that. It's just going to be, look at that beautiful salad. Mama, you're doing such a good job.
Yeah.
You ain't got a very big salad over there.
I didn't want much, not this late.
That'd be enough tomatoes for me.
Is that enough tomatoes?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give me one more.
You get you 2 more if you want them, Mama.
I'm just going to use one more. There you go.
Okay. This was as simple and quick as it is. We had washed it. We hadn't even started these. So you see how quickly that pulled together. Let's bless it, Mama. We'll get started. Your hands are cold and wet.
I know.
Oh. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this meal. We just hope to bless our bodies with it, dear Lord. Watch over us, lead and guide and direct us in everything that we do. Be with each and every person gathered here and just put a hedge of protection around all of them, dear Lord. And we just pray that you'll answer each and every need, every prayer request, every dry, every tear. Be with our nation, be with our world, dear Lord. Be with our leaders. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, Mama, what's your favorite part? What dressing do you want?
I guess I use a little bit of that since we're having Italian.
So here is creamy Italian. Going right on. You want to say when or you want to do it
I
yourself?
did. I don't want to hold.
I feel like we're not in control there. Okay.
I got it.
And then the bread. So I just take the bread and I cut this in small pieces and I just break the bread like this. We don't double dip, so we just share a plate of this. Even when I serve it for 4 or 5 people, I always just put one plate, and it's just common knowledge you don't double dip. And you just sop your bread up with it. All the spices and the olive oil sticks to it. And it's absolutely delicious. Mama didn't think she'd like this when I first showed it to her. But you do, don't you, Mama? Mm-hmm. They couldn't even hear that, but I'm glad because it wasn't very enthusiastic.
My mouth's full.
It wasn't a very enthusiastic. Putting a little cracked black pepper on my salad. This is super simple, and if it was summertime, you can add some more, like some cucumbers or carrots or something if you had some fresh tomato, romaine, and spinach is awfully good. That tastes good.
Mm-hmm.
How about the seasonings? Is it right?
Yeah, that's good.
Didn't need anything else? It's almost like that famous Italian restaurant. And you can add Parmesan to this. I don't know what we've done tonight. We've got everybody a little. I don't know. My cameraman. I think it is your phone. Huh? No onion. Just those 3 ingredients: salt. Well, we didn't put no salt in it, but you can, and some black pepper. We don't toast the bread. This was a fresh loaf, and I had it since Friday. We've eaten off from it 3 or 4 times. I love good French bread. Italian bread. It's great for, this whole loaf was $2.99. This was sold by December the 2nd. 15 ounces. I bought the sealed one this time. Sometimes I get them in the brown paper bag. But this, I bought the sealed loaf, and I think it was a better choice.
Mm-hmm.
But the olive oil and the spices, mix them up. They make for a good little snack, don't they, Mama?
Oh, yeah.
I'll go ahead and dip this one. I'll lay it here on my salad. So what are y'all eating? I bet you some of you are having some good food.
Oh, yeah.
I just need every once in a while a salad. When I have fresh produce like this, that's what I want. Then like last night and then today eating pasta and that heavier stuff, I thought I need fresh green salad. Mama said that sounds good. Mama doesn't look like she feels well tonight. Vicky, how you feel, Mama?
I feel all right.
You ain't acting it really, Mama. I agree with Vicky.
Well,
Vicky,
I was hungry. I didn't eat
she acts
much.
like she don't want to talk to us, and she acts like she's sick, doesn't she?
No.
Do y'all think I should take her to the doctor?
I don't think so.
Hi, John and Mama from Michigan. Hey, Mary. Hey, Jim. We had takeout pizza and salad. That sounds good, too. Loretta. Soup and sandwich. Everybody's kind of going with a lot tonight, sounds like. Or a lot of them are.
Oh, tonight is Taco Tuesday, they call it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're having salad and bread.
Mm-hmm. And it's good. Very good.
I was hungry.
Was you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you eat lunch?
I didn't eat. Yeah, I did. Why am I so hungry?
I don't know, Mama. Why are you so quiet? Are you sick?
No, I'm tired.
Are you sick and trying to hide it from us?
No, no. I'm just trying to think. I did eat lunch. I started to say I didn't. Starting to lie.
Mm-mm-mm.
Shame on me. Well, I'm hungry for some reason. I just thought I hadn't eaten.
Did you have chicken, spinach, cream,
Mm-mm.
3 cheese tortellini?
No, I didn't eat it.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Didn't have that, did you?
No.
I'm gonna go one more piece of bread. It's not the best to eat all that bread, but boy, it sure is good. Y'all ever done this before? I know you've been to restaurants that's done it, because there's so many of them out there that do have bread and oil and seasoning on their menus. And it's good every time. Extra virgin olive oil is said to be good for you.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry, feel better soon. Mama, they're telling you to feel better soon.
I don't feel bad.
What spices are in your oil? Well, it is just a package of Italian salad dressing mix. And their top of it's right here. It's from our Food Club brand, Food City. It's in La Follette. That's what it looked like before I ripped it. But you can get different brands. It's just what you would use to add oil. Let's see what the real recipe says here. You will need a 1/4 cup of vinegar, 3 tablespoons of water, 1/2 cup of salad oil or olive oil. So really, it's kind of what you would use right there if you put a little vinegar in it, but I don't want no vinegar in this. But what I like about it is, if you put this in an airtight container, there's enough in here for 5 different bread and oils and it just stretches and stretches, and it's so good. The only thing about it is I wouldn't start out with a whole loaf of bread. You may end up with no bread, because I usually cut the bread ahead of time because it's hard to just stop it. It's so good. And you find yourself one more little piece. See how good once you dip it in it?
Oh, that was good tasting.
Mm-hmm. It's very good, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And this dressing, for you all who have a Food Club brand, Food City, I love theirs better than the other name brands or the other. And it's hard to find creamy Italian sometimes, and it's hard to find creamy Italian that's really good, and this is. For some of you Gen Xers, and only some of y'all know what I'm talking about, and some of y'all go, what is he meaning by that? This Italian creamy tastes just like, to me, I remember Pizza Hut's salad bar having on it back in the 80s and the 90s. You know how good their creamy Italian was? I think this is it. It's probably not, but it's very good. So if you like that, then you know the flavor I'm looking at here. We're so used to hearing Mama laughing and talking. Today she has been very quiet.
I was eating like crazy.
It's a quick meal, John, not cooking, and I don't know what the rest of it says. Tonight, very quiet. It is quiet, isn't it? Add some fresh grated you could. Fresh grated Parmesan Reggiano. You can leave the page. We don't want, Charles. Charles, you're a little harsh on him. You don't have to leave. Maybe if you'll stick around, we'll all get happy. I'm happy. Mama's the one that's not happy.
I'm happy. I'm not nothing wrong with me.
Mona, Angel Business, Mona Fisher. Thank you. I wanted to cheer Mama up a bit. I think it worked. I truly appreciate your kind words. Angela did cheer her up. She loves her. She's only showed them to everybody who's been here, even the men who come to work, and they really wasn't interested.
No, they took a while like this.
But she showed them. Shove it in, you need it. I don't know who said that.
I talking about me, I eat like a pig.
Wayne. Oh, Wayne must have said I needed it. Well, thank you, Wayne. You know, you get rude comments on here a lot of times. And we do get rude comments sometimes. But, you know, most of the time, if you don't get too out of bounds with it, I just pray for you and just think you're sad. It's just anybody who would take time to write rude things. Saying rude things sometimes, but when you take the time to write something rude, how sad a person is that? They need our prayers, people. So pray for Wayne if that's what's going on. He needs Jenny Craig. Oh, Wayne Bordeaux. Wayne Bordeaux. Wayne, you need manners. You need to get you a book on manners. And you need to find you something to do besides make rude comments. So Wayne, I tell you what I'm going to do for you, my friend. I'm going to turn you in for hate speech. Well, he's making fun of heavy people. And Wayne, I'm going to have to ban you from the page. So everybody say goodbye, Wayne. All right, Wayne, say goodbye. Now we won't be bothering you anymore. Goodbye. Jenny Craig just from Lost a Representative on our page. Yeah, folks, I don't mind y'all making comments like, I don't like your supper tonight. I wouldn't like that salad. Those are just normal comments. But when you're going out of your way to be mean and over the top and you're going to write it, think what you want. But if you don't have enough manners and enough upbringing, you weren't taught any better than that. You need to get you involved in some kind of what is proper etiquette and learn those things before you come back on here. Because when I catch those rude remarks, even if I catch, especially if I catch them to one of you all, I just ban that person. And I know any profile they ever had, they'll never be able to get back on here.
My mommy always taught us, if you can't say something good, don't say nothing at all.
And what's so funny is it's a bunch of cowards behind keyboards. They wouldn't say that to my face. Wayne wouldn't say that to my face. I bet you. Anyway, we're not dwelling on that. But
Let's move on.
Let's move right on along. We through with all that mess. Yeah, if that's all you got to do, move on. We don't want you on here. Move on. And we're going to move on. Something more positive. I'm so happy to have little grape tomatoes and fresh romaine and spinach here in December.
Yeah. And I'm glad we've got bread again. We had spaghetti and bread. And now
We're going to have to lay off that.
I know it. I'm ready for some cornbread or biscuits.
See, you've opened the door. And now we're into bread again. We're going to get better, though.
I said I was full. Here I reached and got another piece.
It's addictive. It really is. It's hard not to eat it if it's there. That's the reason I say one little hack you can do is cut your bread up ahead of time. Lay out your portion. And don't go back to the loaf.
Bread up.
Don't go back to the loaf. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good. Yeah, this dressing reminds me so much. And I'm not representing or speaking for or saying that this is Pizza Hut. But it's very much like that flavor back in the day. I love that their dressing. Does pizza still have do they still have a salad bar with that dressing on it? All right, let's see what y'all are saying. And by the way, I'm sure Wine's not a Jenny Craig representative. I just said that to be funny, really. I think Jenny Craig probably is a good program. I'm on vacation.
Yeah, a lot of advertisements about it.
Helen, I'm not on vacation. John, I'm coming to have a meal with you and Mama. Well, we wish we could just have a big old house or something. Y'all could come. Just want... Can't say something nice. Exactly, Becky. That's good bringing up. That's good raising. Does Mama make bread? Well, Tammy, she makes cornbread and she makes biscuit bread. And when I was in school, I took commercial foods, it was called back then. And it was to help you get acquainted with the restaurant industry, in which I had no plans on going into the restaurant industry. But later on, you ended up doing just that. And, but we had to bake a loaf of bread. And Mama had made loaves of bread, but not a lot, not often. But so we hit the kitchen like two mad scientists. And we made, it was due like 3 weeks or something. And we made bread about every other night. We had loaves of bread. We gave loaves of bread away. Some of them we put in the garbage can. But we came up with the perfect loaf of bread. And I took it and got an A+ because it was so good. And so when I got that, it all went to my head like I was some kind of baker. And for years after that, I made loaves of bread and we ate them. Like on sandwiches. We sliced them and ate them. every once in a while Dad would say, won't you make us a loaf of bread? Then they come out with bread makers, little machines. It was kind of like the air fryer of the day or the Instapot of the day. Everybody had to have a bread maker. Well, we didn't have the bread maker, but you could go buy the bread ingredients for the bread maker at the stores, and they had all these flavors of breads, like herb and cinnamon and just different flavors of breads. So I would go buy those bread maker ingredients and make homemade loaves. And they were good.
In loaf pans.
Because Mama wasn't going to have no bread maker. And, because that was a gadget. She didn't do gadgets. And so we made tons of bread. And then I just stopped. And I do not know how to make a loaf of bread now. I'd have to really probably go back to the mad scientist. Don't remember our recipes? Did we write them down?
I don't think. You just used that mixed on the lice, so I know.
Yeah. No, we didn't write those down. But when we was making it from homemade and all that, we was doing a good job.
I make pumpkin bread.
No, Mama makes pumpkin bread, and she makes up breads.
And apple bread, like.
She makes them up, and her made up ones are my favorites. Like she will take pumpkin bread or banana bread and put craisins in it and cranberries and nuts and peaches, whatever she had. I mean, and it's so good.
I call it the everything bread.
Everything bread. And it never tastes the same. She just, whatever she has, she throws it in there and makes up a beautiful bread. And I take those to work and they're like, oh, is this Mama's, they call it surprise bread. I said, yeah, it's surprise bread today. So she does make those and probably, well, I started to say probably in a week or two, but really, she usually starts in December, the 1st of December, and makes all kinds of stuff. But
I've not baked nothing much.
We've been cutting back on it. We were really, truly, we were making cornbread. If we didn't make it 3 times a week, we made it 4. And if we didn't have cornbread, Mama would make biscuits a couple of times. We was having biscuits and gravy at least once in the weekend. And we was having biscuits and gravy and pork chops and all that for supper. You all have seen us do that several times. We was doing that a couple of times a month. And I told Mama when I said, well, we went to a phase where we was letting a lot of cornbread go to waste. Because we would eat it on milk and bread and we would eat it. Then it kind of got to where we wasn't. I said, Mama, we're letting a lot of cornbread go to waste. But what it was, I think it was just warmer in here and it was summertime and it just was molding worse. So when we got to talking about it, Mama's sugar got out of hand and she passed out at church, wadded all over the floor in her Sunday clothes, and then said she didn't pass out. And I said, well, what's she wandering on the floor for when you get clothes? We cut back on all that foolishness. And the doctor said, bread a couple of times a week is plenty, So we started.
But it wasn't bread. It wasn't my sugar that made me pass out.
No, but your sugar, your A1C had gone up, and it was a part of it. And she said you're thin blood, and you're getting up, and anyhow, we cut back on the bread, and it has been better.
Oh yeah.
And I've been doing better.
I'm not passed out no more.
And I've been doing better. Mom's in the other room. Come on in, Mama. When you get a chance, come in here and sit with us.
I'm sitting with you.
Oh, what shirt are you wearing?
Oh, this is my Hallmark watching.
Stand up and let them see that. That's just too much. If y'all seen these shirts, I'm sure they're not exclusively
Words are probably they're old now.
But the truth is the truth. Right here it is. It says, this is my Hallmark Christmas movie watching shirt.
Yeah.
Have you already started that business?
What, watching them? Oh, yeah.
Or they're on, I'm sure.
Oh, they've been on since
July.
No, we're in October.
Those poor old actors.
But this, I've been watching, it's the same stars it's on Hallmark. It's
the same time.
Well, I don't know if it's the same time. Great American
Y'all know
Christmas.
it's the truth.
The Great American Christmas.
They've got about 5 or 6 stars and they work them to death. You'll watch one movie and some girl's trying to save a bakery, and you'll watch another one and she's trying to save the family ranch.
They're so good, they save them all.
They do, Mama.
Other night, they saved a windmill factory
Don't
where they
surprise me at all.
It was a good movie.
Did she come back from the big city from having a fast life?
No, she never had left.
From having a fast life and working in New York City,
No.
come back to the hometown
She
and have
never
to say,
left, did she? She stayed there and worked.
if you live in New York City and you've got a country family home, just know when you move back, they may have to keep you like they do on the Hallmark Channel. That happens to a lot of them.
If I moved back.
Well, yeah, but it just seems like that's the storyline for a lot of those Hallmark movies, that they have to come back and save the family. I used to love Pizza Hut Salad Bar. I did too, Gina. Back in the day, that was the place to go, the place to be, and the salad to eat. It was so good. I like homemade salad dressing too, Carrie, but I do. These cheap dressings are too easy to get to, and they taste pretty good.
Cheap dresses.
Oh, thanks, Lynn. I don't know what's going on there. Let's see here. Sounds good to me.
Why is it so pale looking tonight?
Me?
No, the writing. I can't.
I don't know. I can't see it, but I never
very
can.
Pale looking.
I never can see it good.
Some
I
of
enjoy
it's a
watching
little
you,
dark.
John and Mama. I don't waste your time and energy on nasty people. Perry, I try not to, but it's hard sometimes. But I do try not to. Most of the time I just ignore them, but sometimes I think it needs to be said. Sometimes when you're just going out of your way to be nasty and try to hurt somebody's feelings it don't hurt my feelings. Don't get me wrong. I don't get hurt like that. Because here's the thing. I want everybody to listen up. Pull your chair up, because I'm going to say something that's going to help you. If somebody says something to you on this or at the grocery store or at church or at school or wherever you're at, do not take their words like they're sage words, because if it's not a person you would go to and ask advice, not somebody you respect and you know who they are and what they stand on and their ideas and every decision they've made, you don't see an example in their lives of success, don't listen to them. Don't take advice, unsolicited advice from somebody you wouldn't ask advice from. Or you wouldn't go to that person and say, hey, what do you think about this? You move on. You have people in your life that you can go to. Just some stranger making some off-the-cuff remark, it's more a reflection of their sadness. It's a reflection of how they feel about themselves. And they're only trying to push you down so that they can bring themselves up. And most likely, they're in a pretty low place.
Yeah, that's right.
Because people who are living their best life, doing what they feel, don't want to hurt other people. They only want to lift people up. So if somebody's trying to put you down, red flag, they got problems. If someone says something to you nasty, unsolicited, red flag, they've got issues. They've been hurt. These people who say these things are suffering in their own way, and they've been hurt by someone else. So don't take it to heart, and don't let it upset you. It's okay to let them know that you're not a doormat, and you can be a Christian and let people know things in a Christian way without crossing the line.
That's right.
God didn't call us to be doormats and take everything and just let everything go. But you can do it in a Christian, respectful way. So don't let people run over you. You ain't nobody's doormat. And don't take what they say to heart, because they're not scholars and sage advice givers. They're pitiful. They're pitiful, and they need your prayers, and they have their own issues in their life. And they need to come to that point where they realize that so they can get help and seek help. And when I said a while ago, you need to find something to lift you up and to read and to understand what's going on with you, I meant that. Because that is the true reality. When people are after you for no reason, they're making remarks about your hair or your style or what you choose, there's nothing good about that for them. It's not you. It's not you. If someone doesn't like a bald eagle flying in the sky and they make a negative remark, does that change the eagle? No, it changes them. So when people say stuff to you, you may express yourself with different colors of hair or tattoos or your clothing choices or lots of things. That's you. You be you. It's okay. You don't need their permission. You don't need their authority. You are you. You're you. And you be you. And you don't have to please everybody. And you're special. If nobody's told you that today, you are a special person. God made you. He kept you here today for a reason.
Yeah.
So be you, claim you, support you, invest in you. I'm a firm believer in letting people be who they are and letting them make their own choices. And we're not here to judge anybody. That's not what we're here for. So, no. Don't take it. Right, Mama?
That's right. My mommy always told us, I'd say, Mommy, they're talking about me or talking about us. And she'd say, that's okay. You know the truth and you know what's right. Just let it go. They're letting some other poor soul rest a few minutes while they're talking about you. So that's all right. Just let it go. And that was my mommy's outlook.
That's right. And I remember my mommy back in the 80s. Some of our hairstyles was a little bit quirky. And the mullet was big then. So you kids run around today with the mullets. Your daddy probably was there first, asking for pictures. So we were growing rat tails and mullets, long hair in the back, and I'm a Southern Baptist. And my daddy was a Southern Baptist deacon at the local Missionary Baptist Church. My mama and he was a treasurer, and my mama was a Sunday school teacher. And here my daddy says, are you going to let him grow his hair out long like that? That looks about ridiculous. He needs to get that haircut. And mine wasn't long either. And my mommy said, it's his hair. As long as he keeps it clean, he can wear it however he wants to.
I feel that way. It's your hair.
And I thought, that's right. I never did let it get long because it bothered me, but mine was curly. I have curly hair under all. This is just looks so shaggy. It tries to curl by the end of the day. But it didn't last long. But Dad thought it should always be shaved up close and high and tight and all that stuff. But Mama said, it's his hair. Let him wear it he wants to. As long as he keeps it clean, I don't care how he wears it. And I remember thinking, that's right, Mom, it's my hair.
I don't believe in forcing your styles on somebody else.
No.
As long as they stay clean and neat looking, they don't bother me.
That's right. And I think the good Lord feels the same way. I'm not speaking for him, but, the good Lord is who made us, but he's also the same good Lord that made the zebra with the stripes and the cheetah with the spots, made the eagles with the feathers, made the elephants without any, but then he made the what's those other, the hippos were smooth, and penguins. How could the same Lord make all of us and then think he was going to be boring? When you look at nature in the fall, when you see the yellow trees and the red trees and all the tree colors, he's interested in bright, shiny, pretty things. And the blue sky and the green grass. And there's nothing boring out there, folks. It's all exciting and beautiful. And there's quite a variety. If you just look through some books and just see the variety of birds we have. I mean, he could have made a bird, just made them all birds. Same color of feathers, same look. He likes that. He likes variety. I think nature teaches us that.
Yeah.
He loves us all equally, and we're all equal, and he is full of excitement and variety in having your own identities. We've had all
We'd
kinds.
be born if we all looked alike and acted alike and
Yeah.
got around alike.
And if all animals were alike, can you imagine if there weren't zebras and horses of different color? I mean, they could have been all the same, but no, Lord said, let's have a little variety here. I mean, the same Lord made all the beautiful animals. Isn't that wonderful? Think about it for a while. The trees. Look at the color of the trees. Even when they're green and even when the spring, the different colors of green. There's not just one shade of green out there. Some trees, there's the red maple that's red most of the year. Other trees are only red for a few weeks in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful world full of variety.
That's right.
All right, folks, that was free. I ain't going to charge us for that little pep session. I just want you to feel it and know it. Know that you're important and what you do and who you are is a part of the plan. And you all are wonderful people. The Lord don't make junk. None. I don't care what size you are. I don't care how tall you are. I don't care how short you are. You was made to a perfect design. And that's your design. And you claim it. All right, Mama. I've said plenty. What do you want to say?
Oh, I don't. I just listen to you.
I get on a tear sometimes, Mama says.
He does. Yeah, I don't know when to hush with it either.
He made some of us chatty and he made some of us quiet.
Yeah.
All right, quiet one.
I'm not the quiet
Are
one.
you got anything you want to add tonight, Mama?
No, I don't.
I'm gonna
I'm
see.
just glad to be here.
I'm glad to be here too. Y'all are special. I blocked inside.
Oh, you blocked it.
Hey, Mama.
Oh, is that a joke?
The coffee maker asked the coffee pot why it was empty.
Why it was empty.
Shirley, that's funny.
I don't know. The
Shirley.
coffee maker asked the coffee pot.
Why it was empty. Shirley, I could have been the guilty party in that.
Someone drunk me out, drunk all of me.
Since I was mugged.
I was mugged. Yeah.
I just mugged my coffee pot just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, you mug them a lot. Well, that is cute. I
That
like
is
it.
cute, Shirley. I like that.
It's a good one. We hadn't heard that in none.
Oh, Sherry, you have no idea. Sherry says she likes us because we're down to earth, everyday people. We are.
Plain old people.
And that's the way we like it, and we don't want it any other way. Good night, Mama and John. God bless. Well, thank you, Becky.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Hey, Miss Tina. Nothing wrong with going on a spat. Thank you, Rebecca. Good night. Love you. Carol, we love you too. Hi, Gloria. Folks, we do appreciate you, and we thank you for following our page. We thank you for all you do. And we thank you for inviting your friends.
Yeah.
And we are, me and Mama, this really is me and Mama. And it's funny, sometimes some of y'all will meet us out in public, and you will say, they'll tell Mama, you sound just like yourself. And
I said, who am I supposed to sound like?
we really are ourselves. We're ourselves here. We're ourselves out in wherever. When you meet us and you're used to seeing us every night, you're going to think, yeah, that's John and Mama. Because there's no difference. We're the same old people wearing the same old clothes, probably. I got my same old shirts and clothes I wear. Mama, you might see her in a Christmas shirt because that's what she'll wear probably every day to Christmas. She loves her Christmas clothes.
Yeah, I try to dress for the season.
Oh, you do, Mama. You do a
I
good job.
have for years and stuff.
You do a good job.
Just because I'm old don't mean I have to stop.
I don't dress for this season except for some reason I've got a bunch of shirts And sometimes I'll wear them other times in the year. If nothing else, just get people to ask me, is that a Christmas shirt? I mean, if it's red and green check, does it mean it has to be Christmas? There's nothing wrong with red and green together in July. But anyhow, I've got several Christmas shirts, and I think, oh, you better get them worn in December. People won't let you wear them. And they let me wear them the first week of January, and after that, they start going, well, is that still your Christmas outfit? I'm like, not really, but yeah, I guess it could be. I do have some that's very Christmassy. But then some of them I think are borderline. Could be done any time, but just sure as I wear one.
It's all right to wear it. If you want to wear a Christmas shirt anytime, if that's what you want.
If you want to, do it, Mama.
Do it, that's right.
People usually tell me that's, well, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. I'm like,
See,
just because it's red and green check.
Cheer them up, this ho, ho, ho.
I guess I shouldn't wear the Santa hat with them.
That would be a giveaway.
All right, Mama, if you don't have anything to add, thank y'all for the Hey Mama jokes.
Yes, it was
We're going to
beautiful.
say good night. Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama. God bless you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.